I'm the Disc Golf Guy, and this is my video blog. I'm out here in Santa Cruz, California at the famous top of the world hole, hole number 27. I'm joined by Mr. DeLaveaga himself, Shasta Criss, and rather than just doing an in the bag, we're gonna kind of do a hybrid. We're gonna look at Shasta's favorite discs and why he throws them, along with a little bit of a hole or course preview while we're out here. Shasta, for starters, I gotta ask, am I even pronouncing it right? You say it differently than I do. I call it DeLaveaga. What do you call it?
DeLaveaga.
Okay.
DeLa.
Okay.
Yeah.
DeLaveaga or DeLa.
DeLa, yeah. DeLa. It's, you know what you're talking about. Most of us don't do the full DeLaveaga, but... No.
All right. Well, you are sponsored by DGA. We can certainly get that right.
Definitely.
Certainly one of the founding companies helping push our sport forward every single year, and it's amazing what they're doing. Real quick, give a quick highlight of a few of the discs that they're going to see on a few of these holes.
Well, today I'll be throwing some of my favorite discs, the Squall, throwing some Aftershocks, Undertows, the new discs, the Steady, and the Hellfire, and maybe even a Torrent in there.
All right. Well, let's get to it. Again, we're out here at Santa Cruz, California, in Santa Cruz. DeLaveaga, Shasta Criss, throwing some of his favorite DGA discs, including the brand new Steady, as well as the Hellfire. Again, I'm the Disc Golf Guy. That's Shasta. Let's go to DeLa.
All damn DeLa. SP Rogue, hyzer flip straight down the middle. Some metal. My baby. First run Squall, right down the tube. All right, as you know, out here at DeLaveaga, there's a lot of fast greens and steep drop-offs. Sometimes you got to know when to just lay up and take your par or what else you're going for. I'm about 45 feet right here with a steep drop-off. You know, depends on the circumstance. Sometimes I might go for this putt. It's not as bad as other ones, but when I do lay up, you better make sure you do it right. I see a rock, I see a root right there. I'm gonna take my flippy reef, land as flat as I can on the smoothest part, and slide it right up to the basket. That might have been a little too aggressive. You don't want to hit the pole. Could have rolled. All right, so here we have hole 8 at DeLaveaga, another famous tunnel shot. I think it plays about 400 feet downhill, plays a little less. This is a really good mid-range shot. You want to try to get it pretty much through the middle, right side of the fairway. Avoid these couple of branches right here. Get past that little berm of rocks that's 3/4 of the way down the fairway. And ideally, you want to land a little short and get your skip right to the pin. You're best on airing a little bit more overstable on this hole because there's a line of logs that will save your disc a lot of the time. So, yeah, here we go. I throw an aftershock here. Depends on the wind bearing stabilities, but whatever disc is going to go the straightest for you down that pipe. Maybe a little left curve. That one's too understable for this hole. Perfect for 8A. Here's a more neutral aftershock. That'll work. This is usually a little too much disc for this hole, but if there was an ace pot on the line, I'd probably pull out my Squall on this hole. Just a little hop in the air, that was in. All right, here we have one of our newest releases from DGA, our newest putter, the Steady. We have the sweet Steady Ed stamp here on the first flights. So it's a big bead putt and approach disc. It's, you know, it's got a little bit of a flat top, maybe a little puddly. It's got a really nice predictable fade to it, a nice overstable fade. These D-line ones, actually off the tee, I'm finding that I throw them nice and firm. They go pretty straight with maybe a little fade at the ends. The Pro Line plastic, definitely more overstable, a little bit better of a driving putter, and can handle some torque, won't flip over. And yeah, it's a perfect disc for shooting here. Hole 17 at DeLaveaga, a hole that's so awesome. It has two nicknames, Gravity Hole and the Lady. Let's give it a whirl. Here we have the D-line. That's what you want. Here we have the Pro Line Steady. Here we are on hole 19, DeLaveaga. Basically, whatever you can throw in between those uprights with the left fade to miss the next set of pine trees. I like to throw my fairway driver, my newer Glow Undertow. Like that got through. All right, here we are on hole 21 at DeLaveaga. We're gonna demonstrate the brand new disc from DGA, our new overstable fairway driver, the Hellfire. Yeah, these things are very overstable, pretty fast, but for me it's mostly a trick shot disc, kind of S shots. Maybe a little forehand anhyzer to curve out of the woods. This is about a 200-foot hole where this is a good disc for the shot. You throw it a little ante down the left side, let it hook up back to the pin, and let's give it a whirl. This is the Pro Line plastic. S-shirts. Throw an S-shirt. Perfect. 2 tree kicks right to the pin. God, it's such a good hook. All right, more. Should play. The other way to go about 21 is taking the putter through the right gap. Steady's a perfect disc for that. This is the way I would normally go about this hole. Here's a Pro Line. All right, here we are on hole 22 at DeLaveaga. It's about a 350-foot hole, a little downhill. This one, the best way of getting there is staying underneath that low canopy of oaks. So I try to throw a fast disc myself. Pro Line Torrent, one of our newest fastest discs from DGA, is a good option for that. Maybe get it on a little bit right side of the pin and skip towards it. why you gotta keep it low. So here's an example of how overstable the Hellfire is. And fast.